Welcome to this lesson. We will explore together how we as community education facilitators can co-construct educational program with and for our target groups. We will learn about methods to address the needs and motivate our group to do a training program by co-constructing it. The process of co-construction is made up of three areas that all contribute to education. The first is the individual, the second is the physical and social environment, and the last one, the educators. In learning, the co-construction is an approach where the emphasis is on collaborative or partnership working, cooperation, and coordination. The co-construction with learners assists them growing in many areas, such as solving issues together, teaches participants how to form relationships within their group and with educators. It develops ability of learners to accept and to receive feedback, as well as to reflect freely. The benefits are that it creates feelings of ownership for the learning process, it's empowering and enjoyable. Let me tell you something about the theoretical background of co-construction approach. The term comes from the theorists of early childhood education Lev Vygotsky and Jean Piaget. They believe that we can learn from an environment where learners interact with one another on a variety of levels and learn through these interactions. Nowadays, co-construction is widely used in adult education. In order to create an atmosphere for quality interactions, learners need to be prepared for situations such as collaborative learning and culture of dialogue. What is the difference of the co-construction comparing to other learning techniques? Normally, the learning content is embedded in our culture and it's difficult to separate the two. Myths, taboos, stereotypes we learn from our families, friends and teachers. All are part of the influence that culture has on us. When in learning we hear information that contradicts our myths, we most often try to accommodate it rather than to change our deeply held beliefs. The co-construction helps the process of changing stereotypes and helps for building of a new understanding for us as learners. To be prepared for involving your group in the co-construction process, you need first to do an analysis of the needs of the community. You can go directly in the community and arrange meetings with key leaders to understand more about the problem you want to face. One more possibility is to do a mapping, detailed collection of information about the community, mapping of households based on selected criteria as educational, health, social status, including open questions on topics you are interested in. Then you can gather small focus groups of women and discuss with them which are the most problematic issues you need to start with. By organizing the preliminary research, you will understand the needs of your learners and you will ascertain the women's beliefs and perceptions about the learning topic as well as their preferred ways of learning. And also, you will understand what kind of motivation they need. Let's say you did the research and you are ready to gather your group and to start working with it. Do not forget that the most important for your group at this stage is to assure emotionally safe space. In adult education, learners are very often afraid to fail. So, your task is to explain that in co-construction everybody wins. There are no losers, no stupid ideas, and the aim is to give and receive feedback and to learn from each other. Therefore, in the group, people need to know each other. You may start with some relaxing and funny activities, icebreakers and games. You can have a look at our toolkit for community education facilitators on our website and find out a variety of techniques that might be useful for you. Then you may start the co-construction. You need to introduce some common rules, like switch your mobile phones, do not interrupt, and respect the opinions of the other participants, listen carefully, etc. The main goal is to make the group participate and build together the common product, in this case the program of the training. In theory of co-construction, there are two main variants, process-based and task-based co-construction. In both variants, working with small groups and discussing the results in plenary to complement the content is proved to be very successful. Sometimes also the roles of the educator and the learners may be changed, so everybody can experiment different positions. Give freedom to your group to be creative and to co-lead the process. Regular reviews of the whole process. You need to ask often some questions. What have we learned so far? Are we still on track? Where we are going next? Who is taking the lead? That you may change plans if you see that it's not going well. Towards the end, summative assessments and review sessions are important to ensure that everybody participated and contributed to co-construction. This you need to say to your group at the very beginning and to prepare them that the responsibility lies on everyone. So you're ready now to start. Just try it and you'll see how your work in the community will change in every sense. We guarantee it. Thank you for watching the lesson. We hope it is useful for you and you'll be interested to see the next one on building safe space for organizing trainings for women. Bye!